Hi, and welcome back. I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about the weekly collaboration activity that we have in Psychology 150. Now, collaboration is really important for staying engaged with your teacher, your class, and your classmates. So, we're going to make it a weekly activity in this class, and it's going to be worth 10% of your final grade. And the weekly collaboration activity is always going to be due on Fridays. If you look at the picture behind me, what you'll see is a weekly folder for Psychology 150. And at the bottom of this folder, you will see the collaboration folder here in red. Please click on this collaboration folder to go into the week's collaboration activity. Inside the folder, you should see something that looks like this, with one of three options. For each week's collaboration activity, I'm going to give you one of three options. You can do the discussion board, using the discussion board link and the discussion board prompt that I give you, and write your response if you can't, if you want to do it on your own time. Or if you'd prefer, you can come to a weekly webinar in Teams and interact with me and your classmates. Or if you're one of those hard charging extra credit kind of people, you can do both of them and get extra credit for the week. What I'd like to do is discuss each one of them in turn. So the first is the weekly discussion board. If you'll look at the top of your collaboration folder, you'll notice that there's a blue link to the discussion board. Click on this link and it will take you to the discussion board area where you'll see weeks one discussion that looks an awful lot like this, right? Now, this discussion board also has a blue link, which is where you click when you are ready to write your response or respond to other people. However, before you click on this link, I want you to watch the video, read the prompts, and look at any other website that I provide for that weekly activity. Now, in order to get full credit for the discussion board, you have to create one original thread of at least 50 words and some substance that relates to the discussion board prompts. And you have to respond to at least two other people's threads with interesting and thoughtful responses of your own. That's option number one. Now, for option number two, you can come to one of my weekly webinars to interact with me and the classmates for 45 minutes if you have the time and you can make it during our webinar hours. Now, we're going to be doing this in Microsoft Teams. If you've never used Teams, don't worry, it is super duper easy. What you'll have to do is go into your email, and then when you go into your email, you'll see this Office 365 box in the top left-hand corner of your email screen. Click on that, and it'll provide the drop-down box with the Microsoft Teams app. Now, you can use this service one of two ways. You can click on the web link and use it as a web-based service, or you can download the app and actually have it as a program on your computer or phone. It works the same both ways, but remember, when you use it, you must be logged in using your student email and password. Otherwise, you will lose some of the functions in Microsoft Teams. If you have any questions about how to use Teams, I have provided a PDF in your Getting Started materials that's pretty easy to follow. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me a reminder and I can help you get started. Now, so with option number two, I'm going to have weekly meetings. I'm having 3 meeting times to make it more convenient for you in order to help you if you want to visit. So I've got the Tuesday evening webinar from 8 to 8:45 p.m. I've got the Wednesday afternoon webinar from 2 to 2:45 p.m. And I've got a Thursday morning webinar from 9 to 9:45 a.m. And what we'll do is we'll get in there as a group. I'll usually have a short PowerPoint presentation. Then we'll have a discussion question, maybe a website, a video to look at. And we'll just spend 35 to 45 minutes discussing the week's topic from a different angle. All right, it's easy to find these. I'm going to schedule all of these meetings probably 2 or 3 days before class starts. And so what you'll do is when you log into your Microsoft Teams, you're going to go to your calendar area, click on that calendar box, and then look for the date for the meeting that you want to come. So Tuesday the 18th, at 8 p.m. will be the first weekly webinar. Wednesday the 19th at 2 p.m. will be the second webinar for that week, and Thursday the 20th at 9 a.m. will be the third webinar for that week. Now, please only come to one webinar. I've got a lot of students and I want to make sure that everybody can participate in their particular webinar. So please only come once, and no, I'm not giving you extra credit for coming to multiple webinars. Speaking of extra credit, let's talk about option 3. If you want, you can attend the webinar and the discussion board, and I will give you 1 point extra credit on your collaboration grade. There are 15 collaboration activities this semester. That means you can earn 15 points of extra credit on your collaboration grade. Does this mean you're giving me 15 points on my final grade? No, it does not. I'm giving you 15 points on your collaboration grade, which counts 10% of your final grade in this class. However, if you do all of the collaboration extra credit activities and participate in the NeuroMatrix competition every week, you can earn up to 3 points in extra credit on your final grade. Now, this video is meant to just give you an idea of how to engage in the collaboration activity. The instructions for how to do this are also written in Blackboard. You should read them carefully. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me an email or a remind text. But that's all I have to say to you. So until I see you next time, take care.